First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Atlanta Falcons. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance, and we are underway from Atlanta. And able to get this out to the 25. A play fake. Now Penix. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. You talk about this Falcon defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. It's caught inside the 25. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Lou back out to kick this one away. Is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Looking to throw, Penix. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That's another Falcons first down.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And looking to throw, Penix checks this one down to Robinson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Call it
a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air, Penix. This will be caught just inside the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Shep, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
For the extra point.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent all through. And that's caught inside the 30. 26 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Go, 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 go. 70 Lions.
They'll throw with Penix. He finds his man, complete. It's Neal. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That one deep for London. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Penix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That's out quickly to London. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing again, Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One love, everybody like to read. Wake up every morning, you might must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stand.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's safe back around the 28. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't gonna make it. So come give me a hug, get it, get it. You can find me in the club. Mama, I got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Oh, good move. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 44.
Throwing is Jackson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Jackson now. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 27 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Penix. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Let's just call it as we just saw right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Here's a screen for Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw again is Penix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Now Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Mitchell will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. They run it with Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. that just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Jackson going to keep it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
Ravens 37, Falcons 22.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That one deep for London. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throws right back to London, complete again. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Frank London. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 1-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
They'll try and throw with Penix. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
37, Falcons 28. Jake Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
A play fake. Now Penix. And he's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First down and goal to go.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Come on, come on.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 60. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Falcons 35. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he gets it down to the 32. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And making the tackle there, Jacoby Durant. 2nd and 6. Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. Looking to throw, Penix. That one deep for London. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds. touchdowns incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's second down. And looking to throw, Penix.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Let's go.
Back to throw.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
They'll look to throw.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Tighten up. Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last two snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here comes second down.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. This is first and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
They'll come up now on second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Jackson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close,
It usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Here's second and a yard. They'll throw with Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Atlanta,
they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Baltimore,
they lose a tough one here to close out the regular season as they finish at 12-5.